just posted this in my music studio Facebook page, so all my students can know we're learning about Verdi today. Okay, 1813, he was born, and he died 1901. Verdi is an Italian composer. After he became famous, Verdi liked to say he was just a peasant, but his origins really weren't so humble. His father was a landowner, and he kept an inn. From the age of 10, Verdi attended school, boarding in town and walking a short distance back and forth on Sunday to be with his family and play organ in his parish church. Let's see. He wrote Nabucco in 1842. Then he wrote Rigoletto, which I saw in Sweden, I think.
Was he a Christian?
Well, it says he played at his parish church in Italy.
Is like the county is in, right?
Right. So I'm thinking if he was Italian and playing organ at a church.
Maybe Catholic.
Yeah, I'm thinking he was probably Catholic. He went to the Milan Conservatory. He wrote Italian Vespers. Okay. By 1870, he was established as Italy's greatest composer. That was after La Forza del Destino, The Power of Fate. Oh, hey, this is cool.
Okay, that was kind of a loud noise.
Sorry to shock everybody, but I found out who the Requiem was for. It was for Rossini, another Italian composer who wrote The Barber of Seville. So that's who the Requiem was for. Now I know. And he wanted to keep Rossini's memory alive. So we're going out today. We're on a little field trip for Duran Music Studio and my homeschoolers. We're going to a program called Behind the Curtain. So welcome. We're on this adventure. Does anybody on the channel know anything about Verdi, the composer? What country was he from? This indeed shall be an adventure. Okay. Then he wrote it. Okay, so it looks like he proposes the idea of doing this Requiem. And then he writes Othello and Nabucco. It doesn't really say anything about the Requiem except that it was for Rossini. It is an imaginative work and powerfully theatrical, not so much a statement of belief or consolation as the translation of the Latin's text-rich dramatic possibilities into the language of opera, it says. So in my little city of Chattanooga, there's two Requiems going on. There's the Mozart Requiem. I'm sure that was played at church. And there's the Verdi Requiem. And we're going to go to behind the scenes and find out some about the Verdi Requiem, see if they mention Rossini and all these other Italian operas that Verdi wrote and how conductors work with singers. And so this is our interesting way to spend the day here. Welcome to the channel. It's about all things wonderful, musical, classical, and especially today's stuff that's going on in Chattanooga. I can show you a little bit of Chattanooga out the window. It's people working around the city. So I'm wondering if like maybe people in downtown are going to come out to this church and hear it. And this is just like a little prelude to what they're going to do with the symphony tomorrow night. I guess staging a whole opera is like a big deal because you've got to get drama worked out, costumes. But this is not a drama. This is not drama. This is not an opera. That's by Verdi, and it's Italian. This is a requiem. So that is one function of classical music, is to just elevate the soul and help you remember people that have gone before in worship services. So we'll see how they bring that out, and I hope we find a parking space. Welcome to the channel. Stay with us for more exciting content in classical music. Bye.